Everybody, and welcome to One and Done. We are Crits and Cantrips. Yeah. We are Crits and Cantrips. We are playing the Shards of the Glass Planet Starfinder 2E. I don't want to call it an adventure path. It's a
We
scenario.
are.
It's a
Yeah.
scenario or a scenario if you're an asshole.
Mario.
Um, that's
Hey,
a old
Brennan, who
Okay.
are we?
it's an old stand-up bit from
Crits and
Dane Cook.
Cantrips?
No.
Oh, I
Steel
know how he's saying it.
springs.
You know why he's saying it? You don't get the light on. The Crits and
Oh,
Cantrips isn't lit up.
shit.
I'll pull it
Oh,
off
I
the
said
camera so
that,
no one
but you
has to see
believe
your
in it.
butt. You can stand up. We're on the map view now. Let me tell you what, stream, you are missing out.
Double cheeked up
We're
on a
back.
Monday evening.
I love the world where Brennan just accidentally showed his ass on.
He did not. I was
Hold
prepared.
on.
I had the
Yeah, taped up
the
first.
buttons ready. I don't really have
That's
a great
America's ass.
banter topic necessarily because I didn't think like this was kind of a last minute throw together of a stream. Yeah,
Maybe
I
you just
don't.
wasn't thinking about us all day.
I wasn't thinking about this all day. I was thinking about Minecraft all day.
I've got a banter topic.
All right.
Let it rip, Sarah.
If you had to describe your favorite, like the characteristics of your favorite, like protagonist, for example. I guess it doesn't have to be necessarily like a protagonist, like you're like from a first person like storyline. If you had to describe the characteristics, what would you define it as?
All right, you go first.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of story do I like to watch or read or whatever? Like,
I guess
What kind
it's
of
so now.
protagonist do you like?
be like in, or what you like to be like watching as like a first person perspective.
Okay.
So like we're watching Last of Us, for example, and I really just like Ellie.
No spoilers.
I just
But you
I
love
just
Ellie.
love.
Okay,
Yes,
just that.
yeah.
Okay.
Strong.
But how would you describe that character? Like, what are
Yeah, so-
what are the words you would use?
strong? Maybe a little ornery.
Sure.
Mm.
Honestly, especially like in the beginning of a story, like I do like a little like impulsiveness. I feel like I very much like
Strong,
relate to that a
impulsive,
little bit.
and ornery. Okay.
Room for growth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I feel like
Woman.
I know
Really,
it's the
Austin?
wrong answer, but sometimes reading a story where the character is just a total badass and just wins, it's just a lot
Yeah.
of fun, you know? Like for a shorter
Yeah.
story, God, what's the movie? I feel like it's something that I would have watched with you, Dylan, or we talked about. Is it
Limitless?
is it Blood and Bone? Who's the
Oh, yeah.
it's the I
Yeah.
can't remember the guy's name. It's the black guy that like does martial
That
arts,
does martial arts. Yeah.
but he is also a really good actor. But the whole movie is just like him being just this badass fighter, like underground fight clubs and like gets out of prison and stuff. But he just doesn't fucking lose the entire time. Like sometimes I don't want character growth. I just want you to be a badass from the start to the end.
Yeah, like the raid would be a good example of that, where they
Yeah.
just mow through. Like, it's John Wick stuff where
Yeah.
maybe they get hurt, but they're definitely not
Yeah.
going down.
Yeah, like John Wick didn't have a lot of character growth. Like
Sure.
maybe a little bit, but mostly he was as badass in the first one as he was in the last one. Maybe he got some upgrades to make him more badass, but he didn't. Here's the thing: I've talked to Brennan about it. It's my least favorite thing is when a character loses their power and has to like learn from it or whatever. I fucking hate it. Cora
Yeah,
losing
boring.
her powers, Iron Man losing his power.
That's
I
true.
fucking hate it. I hate it. Just keep your power all the time. Just get
Aang.
better.
When Aang lost his powers.
Aang lost his power. I fucking hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
I get it. It makes for a better story long term. But while it's happening, I hate it.
See, and that goes with what I like in a protagonist, which is a Mary Sue, who just kind
Okay.
of knows what to do, or maybe not knows what to do, but is capable of getting through just about anything.
Sure.
Kind
So
of
in the same way
situation.
that Austin likes like strength or whatever, you like wisdom. You like just
I
a
do.
wise character from the get. Yeah. That's
My
Reacher.
favorite protagonist is Kvoth from the King Killer Chronicles, which is one of those stories that Austin really needs to read and put on his list.
It's on my list. It's on my list. It's a long
right
list.
up your alley.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that character is really smart and is like at the bottom of the ring of society, and so he has to like fight for literally everything he's got. But he's
Yeah.
super smart about it. So
Yeah,
That's really all you need. But he's Mary Sue because he's like he can get through anything using
Yeah.
just how smart he is.
Okay, yeah, I like that. You don't have to be mind character. You don't have to be such a badass that you're just winning with strength either. Like you could be such a badass that you're just outsmarting everyone too.
You be Doctor
Just-
Strange.
Sure. Yeah, I like that. More like Doctor
Yeah.
Doom though.
Hmm.
Doctor Doom only gets beat by himself. It's arrogance. He's badass the whole time.
Watching Pedro Pascal avoid all the questions about the new movie coming up is pretty hilarious.
Yeah, it's great. What you got, Brendan?
I feel like I typically like the characters that are good to a fault. The Jon Snow
good.
characters, if you will,
Brandon loves
where
Doctor
you
Who.
know they're going to die because of the decisions that they make.
They do the right thing always.
You're just like, oh my god! I know as
Captain
soon as he,
America in you.
yep, it's as soon as we see him walk into this room, he's like, ah, I know what's gonna happen, and it does. And it doesn't make you like the character any less. You're just like, shit, couldn't do it this one time. No, okay, all right,
Yeah,
it's
that's
fair.
good.
Stuck to his ideals.
Remember that being the only episode that Dalton never saw.
Game of Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't watch it. I think it got too popular and it was too cliche for him to watch it at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I felt
Oh,
the
man.
same way, and then we started. I was like, "Oh no, this is fantastic."
Yeah,
I take it all
it is.
back.
Oh, it was good for a reason. That's crazy.
Yeah. Sometimes that
It
does
just
happen
wasn't in
too.
his lane.
Until the last
There
season.
are parts of me that really want to like scratch the itch of rewatching it again, but it's so much to rewatch.
We've-
There's so much new stuff.
We watched it all the way through, and then I think we started it twice, and we've gotten to like, I feel like Tyrion getting attacked by the Stone People. It's like
Mm.
season 5 or something. Like season, yeah, I want to say
It
5.
gives when Michael Scott leaves
Right.
the office where I'm like, this is a good time to stop rewatching this.
Well, it's not even that. It's just like we just teeter off a little bit, and then if you go a few weeks without watching an episode, you're just like, I don't remember what was happening at all. Like
Yeah.
Well, that's when the books end and they just start making stuff up.
Yeah.
Is
that could be
season
true
five.
too. Yeah,
Yeah, that's exactly because we're
Is it really?
rewatching
Oh, that makes
it.
sense.
a little bit of
Or
a
I
fade
am,
out.
and I'm showing Sierra, and so it's her first time, and we just saw the Mountain versus the Red Viper, and
Mhm.
that's exactly where we are. We just watched that.
That
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense because I feel like towards the end, I'm just like, because this is just does not have the same content as it did before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have all the Game of Thrones, not all of them. I have the main series of Game of Thrones books ready to go too. I bought them, but I'm not starting them until I know there's a release date for the last one because I don't want to do that to myself.
Sure, you know what happened.
It,
Maybe not exactly what happened, but you know
Yeah, but I want to do
vaguely
the
what
book.
happened.
Yeah,
yeah,
but yeah, he's got an opportunity to fix it now though. There's a dry run with the TV show. We can change shit.
Because
Hopefully we can do it.
yeah,
That didn't work.
could be.
All right, Soda's in chat. I think they were describing when I was describing Blood and Bone. They said, it sounds like Blade, but I know it's not that. It's so I think is it Blood and Bone, Dylan? Is that the name of it?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what
Yeah.
character that I enjoy.
Mm.
Yes.
They have to be gay. They have to
Same.
have a connection to classical music.
Wow. You're really
These are
limiting
the only
yourself here.
characters he enjoys.
They have to play an Ocarina of Time. No,
Yeah. No, that's that Willem Dafoe meme.
Yeah, he's gay,
He's
but he's
gay.
into
He
classical
has a
music.
connection to classical music.
Oh, Willem.
Now, if I said that I wanted my protagonist to be straight, that would be a problem.
I prefer straight white men who don't lose.
Arguably,
Nicholas,
I
when
think
you
it's
get
a
caught up in
problem.
Last of Us, I'll say something to you, but we'll wait till you get caught up. So
Yeah, I'll
Mhm.
probably watch it when I come back.
Yeah, I know what you're going to talk about, Sarah. I think.
Is it the gay?
Whoa! No. I mean, maybe. Maybe
Hmm.
kind of. Sort of.
oh.
All
right.
though.
We're going
okay.
to play a little bit of Starfinder here tonight. Starfinder 2E. So the adventure that we're playing and that we've already
2E?
started. Everyone went, right? Sarah, did you go for your own question?
No.
You did. You
Yeah, I
did
said
Ellie
Ellie.
first. Yeah, you did the honorary.
Well,
yeah.
I described it, but like, yeah, I mean, I just like I like somebody that has a lot of room to grow, and I relate to probably.
Sure.
So
Sure. That's good. That's like it feels like a good answer. Like you want character growth. That's what makes a good story. But
Yeah.
sometimes I
Sarah
don't.
also really likes an anti-hero though.
that's true. I do. Me and Brendan like polar opposite things.
I am excited to go watch Thunderbolts this Thursday. Antihero. Speaking of antihero, again because I've already seen it. So good. All right.
So good.
So now everyone take those pieces of your favorite character and implement them into this hour and a half long session we're about to have. But no, so this is
Hour and a half.
this is scenario 1 of the Starfinder 2E playtest. There's a number of scenarios. I figure I just start us at the top and we'll run through a few of them if we have time, and if not, that's fine too. The release should be later this summer, I think, is when the actual full release of the game should be. Obviously, they're going to keep releasing material, but I figure we'd run through this. So if you guys remember last time, you were hired by, let's see, don't remember. Oh, the Church of Waden. You were hired. Actually, let me just pull up that
I've been waiting.
that handout here. Let's see, handout. Show players. Show players. So you guys got this
Show me
handout
moves.
when you first got here. So you were hired by the Church of Waden. You're part of Burnham's Bubble Survey team. You guys are going down to this planet to help this church survey it. You guys get down to the planet. You go to various different spots on this kind of map and do a variety of checks to learn some information about this planet and kind of what's going on with it. So at A1 up here, there was it's called the Drained Rock Formation. So you guys kind of found these rocks that looked like they were almost like dead, like drained of energy. Up at A2 was a very similar place, but it looked like they still had energy in them. Over at A3, there was some sort of like magic / like technological tower that had some like runes and that sort of thing on it. Down at A4, there was these like almost like consoles on these towers. You guys kind of played around with those. And then over at A5, there was like some flora, like some flowers and some like flora that were you were able to interact with. But you guys were kind of playing around, learning some stuff about the planet, and then all of a sudden you started seeing like people and creatures and sounds like start blinking in and out of existence around you, like some sort of weird quantum state. And then some of them blinked and like stayed out of existence, and some of them stayed here. And there's like a group of people, like these stone people. I don't know. Let me see if I have an image of these stone people. Pretty sure I do.
Who are you calling stone people?
Yeah. Let's see. Where was he? There should be an individual, I thought. Anyway, there was like a person that you guys ended up chatting with, but before you chatted with him, you ended up fighting a giant Skaresh. I don't know if you guys knew that name, but I'm going to pull that up here for you too. You guys ended up fighting one of these things. That's where the episode title from last time came from. I think it was Finding Franklin. Because he just looks like a giant turtle. So you guys ended up fighting him, then had some conversations with one of the locals, which there was a character for. Oh yeah, there is. Let me show you what this guy looks like. So these are what the people here kind of looked like. The native species looked like. So you had a conversation with them, and I learned a little bit more about like the situation that is going on here. And basically came to the conclusion that the shard, like the glass planet, like the shields that is surrounding the planet seems to be like malfunctioning or like breaking, and it's something to do with these Magitech towers that are going on. And so you know that you to like save this planet or save it from like a lot of damage at the very least, you need to either go back. Well, you could either go back to your ship and leave because it's too dangerous, or you could go to this other tower that's on some distance away and help them try to like reestablish this energy field that's across the planet. And I believe we left off with you guys saying, well, this seems fairly obvious. We have to go to the other tower and help out. And that is where we left off. Does that sound about right to everyone?
Doesn't ring any bells, unfortunately.
None at all.
I
No.
remember it precisely another way.
Willis, go back to the beginning.
In the beginning. All right, let's just run it back. I'll just read through the entire PDF here. It's only 16
There you go.
pages. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I was thinking, yeah, just tell us what to do.
Okay,
Okay, so
I
you're a
will.
single
So you
struggle driving
guys
to the bottom of the Atlantic.
are told
No, I think,
where to go. So you
Mhm.
know a direction to go. You guys start heading that way. Is there anything you want to do here before you leave? Kind of how's everyone feeling? What's the vibe? You know you got to get to this other tower. So you know you got to trek across some jungle. There's like almost like a deep thunderous sound, but it's higher than thunder, if that makes any sense. It sounds like the you're hearing the shields like struggle to stay on around the planet right now, like struggle to maintain itself.
Sounds like we're all going to die here. I'm in.
Son of a bitch, I'm in.
Picture it sound like a bug zapper instead.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Big
Not with our
bug
bug guy.
zapper
I'll,
and
Not with our Sheeran. Okay.
If I can make that happen or not. But yeah, no, I mean, I think we got to help these people. That's what we're here for.
Gotta help them. All right, so you guys start a trek through the jungle, and yeah, actually, I was gonna try to have. Yeah, I guess I don't know how good these sounds are. I should have figured out what specific sounds I wanted to make for specific things. But so you guys are traveling through the jungle. There's like some paths, like some dried riverbeds almost, but again, there's maybe more like sounds of bugs and like birds and like fauna than there was before, but it still doesn't sound like something's still wrong. Because when you first landed on the planet, you didn't hear anything, and you think that's
Yeah.
because everyone on the planet was like in some sort of weird quantum state thing due to this shield. But now that it's kind of messing up, you're starting to hear sounds again. But as you guys are as you guys are moving through the jungle, all of a sudden you hear a much louder, deep rumble from the shield above you, and you look up, and it's Chicken Little, and it looks like the sky is falling. There are giant Chicken Little in the sky. No, sorry, it's that scene from Chicken Little where the ceiling starts to fall, and
It is the end of the
pieces of
world
this
as
glass
we know it.
shard start to look like they're raining down around you. I'm gonna need everyone to give me a reflex save here.
Well, I got to close all these
Including-
pop-ups.
including the character that I am playing.
Including? You said it's will save? What did you say? Oh, you
Reflex
said
save.
reflex.
Reflex. As these pieces of the shield start to fall around you, and you'll notice when
What
they're
would-
falling around you, when this first one hits, and there's a couple other there, they don't look like they're leaving any craters on the ground. It's almost like they're made out of energy and material, but like not enough material to like actually cause any physical damage on the ground. But you know that you probably should still dodge out of the way.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Let's see here.
Nice.
Okay.
I think I did
Come on.
poorly.
I did more
you,
poorly.
You guys put it in the chat. Okay, Cheek Cheek got a 10. Sarah
Did
got
you
a
roll? Did you add your bonus though, Sarah?
What's her
So
bonus?
Sarah, if you double click on your character, and then on the left there should be where it says reflexes, like on your token, you have a +7. So you rolled a 16 basically, but you can click on that directly on the +7 in your reflexes, and that will also
Add it there.
add it there. Yep.
Okay.
All right, so you rolled a 16, Brandon rolled a 10, and Dylan, you said a dirty 20.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a
Mhm.
15 for Josh, or for Isef, so that makes it a he's got a +9, so that's going to be a 24 for reflex. So it's a DC 17 reflex save, basic reflex save. And those of you that failed, so Brendan and Sarah, you each take. Oh, I min damage.
1 million damage.
You take 3 bludgeoning damage, and Dylan, you'll still take 1 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
Unless you
Does
have.
someone want to respond to my message in chat?
I did.
Discord chat?
I did.
He's not in this.
Where?
He's not in this channel, Brendan. He's not in this
Oh,
Discord.
that was the channel. That was where the
No,
update
I
was.
added at Huang.
Where did you send it then?
The general voice channel chat?
Oh, he sent it in
Oh, he
voice
doesn't-
chat.
Voice channel chat?
Yeah.
Is that even a thing? All right.
You could probably just add him to.
I don't know how to get to that.
Oh, I see it. Top right of the pop out.
Are you gonna join, Nicholas? Is that what this is?
There.
I'm gonna try.
I got it.
And
Okay.
I
I got
can
it.
play Josh's character.
Okay. Let me create a user for you real quick.
Okay.
You said 3 HP. I don't
3
think we
HP
have
if you fifth.
we don't have stamina, right? In this, we
Nope.
just have HP.
Just good old normal HP.
Yuck.
Okay.
It's so fun to mix systems, isn't it?
I'm sorry, I'm always so disoriented in this. Where's
You're
our
good.
character? Character
They should be.
Double click your icon.
So like down here, you are. Yep, you're right there. Wait, where's your mouse? We're at A4, bottom left of this map, and your character is this one right here that I'm moving.
Yeah. So you said double click.
Yep,
it.
double click them,
great.
and then your health should be top left. So you could click into current HP and change that to 13 because you took 3 points of damage. Okay, and then we are going to actually roll for initiative here.
Woo.
So let me add all of you to.
Did I roll my
combat.
reflex for initiative?
Yeah, I don't hate that. I think you can roll it, but I think you should roll it again.
Yeah, it's a reroll for sure. All right. It's an 8.
Okay. 8.
My God, I need my glasses.
Whose is that?
Sarah.
Okay, Sarah, you got an 18. You are Navasi. Nicholas, you can roll. Do you want to? I guess you probably don't have any actual dice. So if you double. Actually, hold on. I need to give you ownership of this guy. Figure ownership. Nicholas. Owner. Save changes. Okay, so you're this guy here that I'm moving. The blue guy. So if you double click on him, and you probably are seeing a Pathfinder character sheet instead of a Starfinder one, but that's okay. Somewhere on there it should say initiative, and if you click like the +7, it'll roll it in game for you. Or you can click on the encounter in the top right. Click on the little swords in the top right. Actually, I think I'd have to do that still. Dylan, what did you get? Sorry, I didn't.
8.
Or not 8. Sorry, Brendan, what did you get?
Oh, I'm sorry. You said to roll for initiative.
Yep.
I did not.
Roll, Rickle, roll.
What are the rules?
It's a Pathfinder 2e, which also realize doesn't help you, but maybe.
14.
Oh, look at that.
It would seem.
We're professional streamers. Nice. Now Soda will stick around.
Soda, it's bomb. Why?
All right. Okay, and then I need to. I just realized. Okay. Don't have. Okay, I'm gonna
Pick somebody vamp.
I'm gonna
Oh no, my dragon's here.
Yeah, he is. Just ignore him. I'm using him as a placeholder because I'm gonna just peel back the curtain. This is a hazard, so the hazard doesn't have an icon, but a hazard's supposed to roll initiative regardless. So.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. Hazard rolled a natural 20. What is? Oh, Nicholas is spitting. I thought he was standing up doing that. Okay, let's see. Is there some combat music here? Instead of alien jungle, I guess this entropy thing.
Oh, that's what that noise was.
Oh yeah. If you click the sound icon on the top right, you should be able to get
It
in
was
there.
super loud in the last episode.
Yeah,
I
it
did- I
should be
turned
down
on-
now. Should be down now. I turned it down for that character. I turned it down for this. It was horrible. I hated it.
You're fired.
Nice.
Sci-fi, not simultaneous playback. Cyberpunk war. Sure. All right. Okay, so the way this is working, these shards from this planet are falling down around you guys. So you basically have to make a couple decisions about what you want to do to try to get away. Do you want to try to run away? Do you want to try to dodge out of the way? Do you want to run and hide? There's a couple different things that you can do. I'll kind of list them out when it becomes your turn. We're going to start off with the planets because that is actually who rolled the highest here. So I'm going to need another reflex save from you guys.
Another reflex save.
Yep.
Oh my
Things just keep
God.
falling, huh?
Yep, things just keep falling. So you guys kind of dodged out of the way the first time, but there's another one that kind of lands amongst you.
Yeah, I did not expect another time. That was a 7.
Okay. Nicholas, if you ever just want to roll to in the chat, in the bottom of the chat, there's a bunch of dice icons. You can click on those and then click roll, and it'll roll it on the screen. Just FYI.
I think mine rolled this time though, right?
Yeah, Nicholas got one. I got one. Sarah threw in.
Sarah,
This lighting makes me look rough.
Sarah got an 18. Okay. And Nicholas got a 17. This is a DC 17 reflex save. So you two pass, and it is going to be 4 points of damage for those of you that failed. So Cheek and I think Dylan both failed. And Navasia and SF each take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as these giant shards keep falling down and landing around you guys. And it is going to be.
You said we still get 2.
Ow.
Oh shit! Talking.
Ah, we probably deserve this.
All right, it is Isef's turn. So Nicholas, it is your turn. So would you like to try to use acrobats to dodge, athletics to outrun? You could also use survival to try to seek shelter in some rocky terrain. You could potentially use life science or nature or religion to help. And you guys can only do this because you learned enough about the planet. You could actually try to use nature, religion, or life science to generate a protective barrier using some of the life essence from nearby outcroppings. Or if you have something else entirely that you want to do, we can work with that too.
I'm gonna do acrobatics because
Okay.
that's my highest skill.
Cool. So you're gonna try to like kind of do like a flip out of the way to try to dodge these things. Okay.
Didn't do well.
Okay. So that is just a
Again.
failure. So you try to dodge out of the way, maybe for one that's coming up, and you don't take any damage necessarily, but that does count as a failure towards the amount of checks that you all need to make to be able to get out of this situation.
Solid.
Okay. It is
Glad I could help.
Navasi.
All right.
So, Sarah, would you like to do acrobatics to dodge, athletics to try to outrun, survival to try to like seek shelter, or would you like to try to build like a protective barrier using life essence?
I think acrobatics is probably be my best too.
Okay. So try to dodge out of the way. So go ahead and give me an
Yeah.
acrobatics check.
Oh, goodness.
so hot. Man, the digital dice roller is killing you guys. That
Okay,
was
the physical ones are killing me too.
That's fair. That was a 15, so that is not
Yeah.
going to be quite enough. You feel like you
Yeah.
almost are able to kind of like flip out of the way, but last second you like slip
Roll
on
my
a little bit
ankle.
of mud. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So just not quite good enough. Okay. No successes yet. Cheek cheek. What's up? What are we thinking? Some acrobatics to dodge,
Ugh.
athletics to outrun, survival, nature, religion, life
I could maybe
science.
try nature.
Okay. So with
So
nature,
you
you're
said
trying to build a protective barrier using the life essence from nearby outcroppings. So from what you learned before, you know that you could probably get something up real quick, and be able to protect yourself. So go ahead and give me a nature check.
third natural 5 of the evening.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Okay. Yeah. Just not quite good enough. You guys these shards are hitting all around you. You're starting to freak out a little bit. Things are not looking super great for you. Okay, we will jump to last in the order is going to be Zamir here.
Mm-hmm. And okay, run through the list with me one more time.
So it's going to be acrobatics to dodge, athletics to
Mhm.
outrun, survival to seek shelter, and life science, nature, or religion to try to basically build a quick shelter.
Sick. So I'm backflipping through all of this.
Okay, going to try some acrobatics. See if you can be the first
Sure.
one to successfully flip your way out.
I just looked at my 20 on my die before I started shaking, so I'm hoping that gives me some good luck.
Okay.
It did not. It was another 2.
Oh my god. Okay. Um,
2 2s in a row. It's something. But it's a 7 total.
I'm just double checking.
7 total.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
seven's not going to be enough. Well,
I
I was checking
started
something
the
else just to make sure.
I started the backflip at the bottom of the stairs and tried going up the stairs with it. Which,
Honestly, I could see you doing that.
yeah, I mean, if I'm an almighty wizard, I'm definitely trying it.
There you go. All right. Yeah, you guys are really not able to do a whole lot.
Thanks for that recap, Austin.
The brother Tish sure did.
Hello?
We lost the DM.
Do we really?
That thing is broken.
I don't know.
It looks like he's just talking to Blake.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know how I'm going to be able to fix that. Every time Blake logs into the server, it crashes it, Brendan. He logged out in the ancient city and something about the ancient city is crashing it. I don't know what to do, dude. It's like a little of a fucking game. What do you want?
I said new server, I guess. You know.
I don't know any of the commands right now. You're gonna have to give me a minute. This sorry. Play repo.
Wearing too many hats right now.
Too many hats. Okay, Zamir, you failed. Music has gotten too loud. Okay.
So intense, the Minecraft server.
Yeah. All right. Everyone, give me another reflex save.
Another one?
No.
My
It's his
gosh.
turn. Shards
gotta
keep
leave?
falling. You're trying to. You're failing.
Just want to dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge.
Oh my god, come on.
There we go. That's a natural 20.
All right.
Okay. Navasi
Okay.
succeeds.
Oh, kill it.
There we
Another good
go.
roll.
All right.
Another
SF
good roll.
succeeds. Chick succeeds. Dylan, did you
Which
have a
means
good
I take
roll?
less damage.
9.
I need to succeed on the one
9.
that
Okay.
stops us
Dylan,
from
take
killing
4
us.
damage. The rest of you take 2 damage. 2 bludgeoning damages. Another one of these shards hits right between you guys all and throws you back. All right, we're back to
Should've known it
Isif.
would end like this.
You guys are all kind of traveling together here, trying to get out of this. What do you want to try to do to get away from it this time? You gonna try acrobatics again? Nicholas?
Yeah.
'Kay.
That is my best skill. Much better this time.
There we
24.
go. 24. Okay. That is going to count as a success. You're able to kind of dodge your way through, and the rest of you are kind of able to follow him a little bit and get a little bit closer to safety here. That is going to bring us to Navasi. What would you like to do this time, Sarah?
Probably should do acrobatics again, right?
Sure.
This will make sense.
Try to dodge, dip, dive, duck, dodge.
Dodge it up. Wasted that natural 20 already, though.
Hey, no, there you go. 22. That'll also be good enough. That's going to be 2 successes. You guys are starting to find your footing a little bit. Maybe found a drier part of this riverbed that you're traveling through, and are able to get a little
I put my
bit.
Crocs into sports mode.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Cool. All right, Chick, you're up.
It's my turn.
Uh-huh.
Last time I tried nature, but it didn't work.
That's true.
Ugh,
You had a bad
right.
outcropping. You give it a shot again,
Yep.
or
I absolutely can't do acrobatics or athletics, though.
okay.
They are
So you got
not within my wheelhouse.
survival as a check, or nature,
Mm.
religion, or life science.
Religion is an option?
Uh-huh.
What am I doing if I'm using religion?
It's nature or religion. You know that like the whole magic system here is kind of, you're able to manipulate that in the same way.
It's like,
You would be able to
well,
generate a protective barrier using life essence.
if I can't save myself, then maybe there's something out there that can. Oof. Only slightly better.
17. That's a success. So Brady, you're able to get to the edge and just barely with enough energy, you're able to start forming this shield. And that's actually going to grant a little bit of a bonus to the rest of the team as this shield kind of starts to form over people and starts to be able to help them a little bit. That's going to be 3 successes. Last up, end of round 2 here. Zamir, what do you got for us?
Okay. So I just got pierced in the side by a shard from the sky.
Uh-huh. The sky is falling.
After,
Chicken Little.
after trying to backflip up the stairs, which was honestly, in hindsight, a bad idea.
Yeah. Well, so
So-
yeah, just to be clear, you guys aren't where you are standing on this map. You're just using the tokens on this map. You guys have already started traveling through the jungle. I just don't necessarily have a map for that. So, but there might be
Okay,
stairs
so-
where you're traveling.
It could be stacked logs that I perceived
Mhm.
as stairs.
Uh-huh. Sure.
I
Or a
fell
slight
on them all the
incline on the
same.
mud.
But really, that seems like the right tactic. I just didn't have my form down
Sure.
last time. I'm gonna try doing it at like the top of the logs rather
Okay.
than the bottom.
Okay.
Another natural 4 for a 9.
For a total of 9. No, not quite good enough. So you think that you have your footing, but last time it was logs. This time it's more of a mud thing, and so it's just you're not getting it there. All right, I'm gonna need another reflex save from everyone.
So many reset left.
These shards are wailing down on you.
With arms wide open.
Hey, all right.
What
19.
damn? I got a
Okay.
10.
Okay, 10 is gonna be the only fail here. Everyone else succeeded. So 3 points of damage for you, Nicholas. 1 point of damage for everyone else.
Ooh,
As you're almost out of these things, you feel like you're right on the edge of what's falling down. It doesn't look like the whole shield's breaking, just this area right here. Can Isif take you home? What are you gonna do? You're gonna go another? You're just gonna try to haul ass this time? Gonna try to flip again? What are you thinking?
I'm gonna do a fancy little flip.
Okay. Ooh,
And it's
natural
very
20.
fancy.
Yeah. So with a natural 20, you are able to flip over the last barrier. Everyone is able to follow suit and get to where you were at. And you guys are able to get out of this horrible situation that's been happening to you. I don't know why that did it that way. I also realized that the music just stopped, I guess. But that's okay timing, so we will take that. Kind I like this, a game of entropy sound playing mode too. Okay, so you guys are able to get through this situation. And so you guys are able to kind of flee to this next area here. You're getting closer to this Magitech tower, and you kind of end up in an area that looks a little bit like this. So this is another part of a map here. And so why doesn't so you guys get out of here, you're kind of catching your breath here. Why doesn't everyone give me a perception check as you guys are kind of catching your breath, maybe walking a little bit slower here, making your way through the jungle still. Give me a little bit of a perception check.
Ooh, ouchie.
One rolled a lot. Okay, Navasi's not super aware.
Very on brand.
Took a little bit more damage than they were hoping potentially.
Where's the button for
Where's-
perception?
Yeah,
It's
where's
by your
perception? Oh.
initiative. It's just right there.
It's above it, I guess.
Oh, I see it.
Okay, 16. Okay.
A
Yes, if you
13.
chick. Yeah, you guys are a little bit perceptive. I would say. Actually, let me double check something here. Chick, you are like
What?
kind of looking out. You maybe get to you're kind of at the front of the pack here, and you hear like a I want to say whirring, like gears spinning almost. Like you hear like some sort of electronic device that sounds like it's coming towards you, and just ahead on the road, you all of a sudden see this drone appear in your guys' path. It looks a little bit something like this.
Oh. It's
Okay.
Mr. Handy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a Swiss Army knife.
it's a Swiss
Or-
Army
Yeah,
knife.
it's a Mr. Handy Swiss Army knife, yeah.
Or an interrogation droid.
Yeah. It's kind of just
That's guilty fart.
it's kind of just hovering, like kind of 30 feet in the air there, but it looks like it's almost coming towards you. What do you think you guys would do if you see this? Again, you're not really sure about the technology on this planet. It doesn't really look like something that you guys have ever seen before necessarily. What do you think you would do in this situation?
I'd shoot at least the chainsaw arm. If I could at least get that part taken off, I feel
You
like
would
that
just
be-
you would
the
shoot
arm.
you would shoot at it.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Does anyone else?
Can I roll maybe like a physical science lore or something like that?
Sure. You could see if there is anything you could potentially get out of it, or learn about this drone thing.
The drone thing.
About 13.
Yeah, it looks like it's like a construct, like a robot, but you don't
Oh, it's a
really. It's got
Has
a bunch of
not
like
soul.
tools on it, but while you're kind of standing there, like kind of taking a little bit longer to look at it, you hear the same sound appear to your left as well, and another one, kind of over here at the edge of the map, also appears.
It would appear that we're being surrounded.
And they do
This doesn't bode well for us,
seem like they're maybe getting a little bit closer.
but it will improve my art.
George, it's an explosion.
All right, why don't we go ahead and let's go ahead and roll for initiative here.
Oh, okay.
And maybe you don't have to attack. They haven't necessarily attacked you yet, but they do appear to be getting closer. So I want to keep us in initiative here. Let me hold on. Assign you a combat state.
All right. You want my initiative? You're gonna have to come take it.
Okay.
Oops. That did not bode well for me.
Did everyone?
Could I use my physical science lore for my initiative?
Sure. Take it like a closer look. I'd say you could do that. Sarah, did you rolled, right? It was
Yes,
just
I got
4. I had
19.
19. Okay.
I too got a 19.
Okay.
You too.
Which one of you wants to go first?
Have at thee.
Rock, paper, scissors.
That's yours.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well. What do you say our options were?
Actually, oh no. So these drones are just starting to approach you.
Okay.
They
So
don't
I
look
can
like
shoot
they're.
it.
You could shoot it. Absolutely, you could shoot it. If that's what you would like to do, you are more than
Yeah,
welcome to do it.
I think the boss is kind of a shoot first, think second kind of gal. So
Sure. That is fine by me.
but
So you see,
we'll
which one are you
shoot.
shooting at? So there's the one that's kind of to the north, and there's the one that's to the west. Oh, I do see. They had a thing on the initiative that I could have used for that last thing.
I'm gonna shoot the one towards the north.
See
I
again.
think.
Energy shield shards. I'm dumb. Just missed it. I don't know. I think Blake keeps crashing this. Or just hear him scream.
He spawned in the portal. He logged out in the portal. So every time he logs back in, it crashes the game.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me go. I have an idea. You guys, Sarah, you keep telling me what you're gonna do.
I'm standing here once again. Say I'm gonna shoot it.
With what?
You
What are you
roll?
shooting it with?
My gun. I'm holding a gun, so I assumed I had a gun.
Yeah.
What
So
kind of
if
gun
you
do you
double click on your character, and then go to the second tab, it's called Actions. It's got a little right-facing arrow.
Yes, my semi-auto pistol. Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be the first one. Would be a strike.
Austin,
Oh,
we vamped so
poopy.
good.
You did vamp well. I have my headset on. You were vamping well. All right, Sarah. So a 7
Yeah.
against the one to the north.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a miss. So that is. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume you guys, unless you tell me otherwise, had your weapons out. It seems logical that you would be walking around this dangerous forest with your weapons out.
Yeah.
So you did one action to shoot here. So what else would you like to do?
Can I shoot again?
Sure. It's going to be we're basically playing
is it plus
Starfinder, or
0,
we're playing
right?
Pathfinder. We're doing
Is it
our
plus-
it's the same system that you're used to playing. So yeah, you would have that.
Yeah. So I wouldn't have the +5 with it. I would just get
Right.
what
Yep.
I roll is what I rolled. Better.
Not bad.
So that's going to be multiple attack. Oh, it already gave you counted that in. Multiple attack penalty -5. That's nice. Okay. That's going to be a hit. So I think in the chat you can click damage and it should do the damage for you too. Okay. So you did 1d6 piercing damage for a total of 5 damage. Okay. You hit this thing and it looks like both of them kind of like get like they're louder, like there's like more of that flare of like the propulsion behind them, and they look like they are gunning towards you now. But this one is
You
still
are
standing.
the droid I'm looking for.
And at that time, you notice another one
Oh, cool.
appear behind you, behind the trail where you guys just came from.
What?
I did not begin the encounter yet. I am sorry. Okay, it is Zamir's turn. Actually, no, Sarah, you still have one more action left.
Really?
Yeah, you had
3
one action
actions.
to shoot, 2 action to shoot twice.
Well.
Your second action was to shoot again. That's a much better way of
Yeah.
saying it.
What does it say when it says magazine?
That's gonna be like your ammunition, like how much.
I know. I guess I didn't know if it's going to use that or if I need to be taking count of that or I don't know. Anyways,
You shouldn't have to do anything else.
I guess I'm going to move, maybe get closer to it.
Absolutely. So you have how much movement do you have? Do you know what your movement is? I don't know where it is on your sheet. There it is. Speed's the kind of bottom middle. You have 25 feet of movement.
Yeah, I think I moved like that's right here. So like 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Okay. So you are going to move up towards this one. All right. It is going to be Zamir's turn.
All right. And I think I'm in range. He'll just say, "I guess we're dispatching of them. So be it." And he will release a force barrage, sending out a bolt of force towards 3 of these robotic drones.
Can you target all 3 of them?
Yeah. It says 120 feet, so I imagine that's pretty good. Right?
Cool. And it's multiple, like you can hit 3 different targets with Force Barrage?
Yeah, I'm using 3
It's
turns.
it's magic missile.
Yeah, it's magic
Yeah.
missile. Force
Okay.
barrage.
Okay, cool. I'm into it.
So
And those just
1d4
hits. It's just going to be damage everywhere, right?
Yep.
Okay. We'll start at the top. Go clockwise, or go whatever. You tell me, actually.
Okay. So guy at the top. That's only 2 points.
Okay, 2 points of damage, though. That one is looking rough.
4 points for the one to the left there.
Okay. These are good hits. These things don't look like they're very strong.
And then one to the southeast gets 4 as well.
Okay. All of these things are looking rough. Oh, wait, I just realized I didn't go on the first one's turn. Okay. He is going to go now. He was holding his turn till now. He rolled a 19, though, so he should have been sooner. But all right, that's all 3 actions?
Yep.
Okay. It is now the one to the north's turn. So the one to the north is going to... It's going to move up closer to Navasi, because Navasi is the one that hit them first, and is going to try to do a ranged strike with this laser pistol that they have. Does a 19 hit, Sarah?
Yeah.
It does. 16 AC. Okay, so you are going to take... Oh, wait. It
does that
says
mean?
it's just 1. You are just going to take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
But you guys are a little bit weaker after getting hit by a bunch of shards, so every little point of damage might just end up adding up here. So, well, it always adds up, but that's how math works. So that is going to be 1 action to move, 1 action to shoot. It is actually just going to take a second action and shoot at you again.
Rude.
Does a 14 misses. Okay. Takes a second shot. Does not hit. That is going to be its turn. It is now Isif's turn.
Bless you.
Okay. I think I'm going to shoot at that one that was just shooting to start off. I think that's a 21.
It's a 21. Which
Yeah.
one are you shooting at?
I think it's the one to the north that just moved.
Okay. Go ahead and that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage. You should be able to click just damage in the chat as well. 6 points of damage. Okay. You hit this thing, and it just explodes. Pieces of shrapnel go everywhere. This thing is dead.
Woo!
Make sure So 1 action to
Okay.
shoot. You have 2 actions left. So you could shoot at another one. You could move. You could do some sort of other action that you might have. I think you...
Yeah, I'm looking to see what my range is with this.
With your pistol? It
Yeah.
is... that's a good question. Actually, if you click on it, its range increment is... So if you click on the actual title of the gun, it should open up a bigger menu. It is range increment is 60 feet.
Okay.
Which means
That's-
outside of 60 feet, but within 120 feet, you just take a -2.
Did you say that I'm within 60 feet of the west one?
Let's just.
Use the measure tool.
Sorry, there is a in the top left. If you click on your person icon, then there should be a tool down there that is measure distance.
I think that is 65.
Yeah, you're 65. So you would need to use, but you have 3 actions, so you could take a step forward and shoot again,
Yeah.
or you could move as much as you want and then shoot again too.
How do I get back to my pointer? There we go. I'm gonna move over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna fire again. Do I? It shouldn't be a +9 again, right?
No, so
Yeah,
when you're looking
+4.
at the pistol, there should be a strike +9, and then the second one says +4, and then this last one
Got
says
it.
+1. If you click the second one, then it'll automatically.
Not as good of a shot that time.
7 is not going to be enough, so that the bullet maybe just goes wide right and does not hit that guy. So that is going to bring us to the next repair drone, which is that one. So you just took a shot at this guy. So it is going to fly. Actually, let me see some of that.
Like an eagle
Exactly.
to the sea, you want to fly like an eagle.
It's what's the range on this? 60 feet. Okay, so it is going to fly up just a little bit, and then one of the tools on it switches, and it almost looks like a hose, and just this
Activate instant kill mode.
this giant stream of water just comes shooting out and just hits or tries to hit you straight in the chest here.
It's Oculus Black.
Yeah.
Ishef. So
Water.
let me see. I need to roll. It's a 2-action, John. You call forth ranged spell attack roll. Okay. I don't know how to just do that though.
It should be listed in the spell's description.
It's actually not a spell is the thing. It acts like a spell, but it's not a spell.
Yeah, I don't know. If the ability's on your sheet somewhere, though, it should still show.
Would think so. Oh, wait. Why did that do that? The problem is that the enemies don't have Starfinder character sheets. They have Pathfinder looking character sheets. I think it's gonna be the same as my normal ranged attack bonus. Okay. Ooh, you know, it probably doesn't matter because I rolled a 16, so that is going to be a 23 to hit on you, Ishef.
Yeah.
Which is going to be
That's
a
a hit.
hit. Okay. And I assume that's just a normal hit, right? That's not +10. Your AC is higher than
No.
13.
Yeah. The AC's 18.
Okay. So you are going to be knocked back 5 feet. So boom, basically back to where you were. But you are also going to take a chunk of damage. But it also looks like maybe this thing's reservoir of water is now out. They don't have infinite water on them. I just rolled 2 max damage die for a total of 15 points of damage.
That puts me at -5.
Okay. That just
Damn.
puts you at dying. The negative number doesn't matter here. So you are at 0. So you are going to be, you should be able to mark it actually right there below your HP. You are going to be at dying 1. Oh, God, it does it in this game. Oh, that's so cool. Is your whole screen just like, if you click on your character, it's like you can't see anything?
Yeah.
Ah, that's so sick. I wish I could show that on stream somehow. I'm sure I can.
Rude.
That is
So
so
great
cool.
that your character's dying. I wish I could show it on stream.
I can show it on stream, and I'm going to. This is what it looks like when your character goes down. They showed it on
Yeah,
GCP
demonic.
before, but it's so cool.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So Ishef is dying. We are going to, and that is going to be the end of its turn. It moved and did this 2-action John. It is going to be the last drone's turn. It is going to move up 5, 10, 25. The only person that it can really see from here is Zamir. So it is going to take a shot at Zamir. That is going to be a 23 to hit. It's going to be a hit. Just a normal hit, though, or is that a crit?
Nah.
Not a crit. Okay. We're going to roll damage. That is going to be 2 points of damage. And now we are at the top of, actually, no, we're not. We're at Chick Chick. Chick.
And
You
Zamir is
are
looking
up.
bloody.
Why are you
spits
fighting
out a
us?
bit of blood.
Actually, I guess
Don't
that
you
was
know?
only 2 actions. I'm going to move him up 1 more.
We're made of flesh and blood. We can bleed. You're only machines. You're replaceable.
May.
Yeah. Let's see. Nicholas'
Backwards,
character's
Nicholas.
down,
Nicholas' character is down. Dying 1.
but also, what? Dylan's character just took some damage.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guys
Seems
click on other
terrible, but
characters? Can you double click on other character sheets?
It does look like I can. So he's got 7. Sarah's got 9. Nicholas is out. Seems like it might be time for a channel heal.
Ooh.
Cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're a mystic. You
Unlike
got all the
me.
healing shit.
I was gonna say it's unlike me to care about the others so much, but it would be a drag if I had to fight my way out of here alone.
The sky is falling on all of us.
Mm-hmm.
And it is.
All right, so it's a 30-foot emanation.
Okay.
If I do the 3-action heal.
Yeah.
30-foot emanation. Ooh, that sucks. Yes. Okay. 2 points of healing for everybody.
I'll take
Okay. But
Thank
everyone gets
you.
2 points. That basically
Awesome.
negates one of those rounds of
It should bring Nicholas back up, right?
Yep, that will bring you back up. So Nicholas, what are you trying to write here? Everything's backwards. I can't read backwards. I'm really dumb.
You gotta get it in front of your face so it's not blurry. It just wants to see your
Thorns. It
face.
said thorns. Is that what it said?
No, it said thanks.
Oh, thanks.
Um,
So
It
if
said
you,
Marks.
I'm having in my camera. I have to write it backwards for it to show up. So you're saying you're seeing it backwards?
yeah,
Did you write
That's
that
so
backwards?
weird.
I think it just.
I wrote this backwards.
Well done.
How many times
That's
does it
cool.
flip? Now that reads SK. So Nicholas, you should be able to double click on your character again, and then remove the dying condition, but add 1 to the wounded condition. So you are now wounded 1. And
Am I
that
at 2 HP?
you have 2 HP.
Okay.
What other statuses does it still say you have? I don't know where those are. Just curious. Feats, effects. You were wounded 1. You are. Oh yeah, you're prone. That's right. Look at that. It automatically did it. Ah, it's so good. So you're prone. So you'll have to use an action to stand up if we get back to your turn, or you can fight from
Rude.
the ground. Okay, very cool. Is that a 3-action, John? Brendan?
Yep.
Okay. Back to the top of the round. Navasi, you are up. You have just seen Isef go down, but then get back up after Chick Chick was able to cast some magic. The one to the north of you is down. The one to the west of you just shot a stream of water that hurt Isef and took him down. And the one to the southeast has only been hit once by a magic or by a force barrage. Just a quick recap of the round there.
Will I
Thanks.
hit her if I shoot from there?
What was the question?
Will I hit her?
No, you can
or-
you can shoot through him. You're fine.
I'm gonna shoot then.
Okay. That is going to be a miss.
Yeah.
So the first shot is a miss. Would you like to try to shoot again? Would you like to
Yeah, I'll shoot
move? Would you
again.
like... Okay, just shoot again. Second shot is also going to be a miss.
All right. Well, I'm gonna step closer.
Okay.
Go like right there.
All right. That will be your turn.
Make ready. Your turn
Samir,
comes.
you are up.
All right. Yeah, there's really not a whole lot in my repertoire for robots. I'm looking through my guy, and he loves mines. Like another character we all love and know.
Yeah, these guys are
Um,
constructs, so...
But I am a wizard with a pistol, so I might just shoot it.
Starfinder is dope. Wizard with a pistol. Oh,
One of
that
the
music's
many
there.
pros.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna try that.
Okay.
See what happens.
Shooting at the one that just shot at you, the one closest to you?
Yep.
Okay.
We're in a little duel. So a 19.
19 is going to be a hit.
Actually rolled pretty well. All right,
Nice.
cool. That'll just be 1d6 because it's just a semi-auto pistol.
Sure.
Ooh, yeah, just 1 point.
Points quite a bit for him. He's still up, but looking bad. So that is what do you say? Did you say you pulled out that pistol, or did you think you had it out?
No, 2 hands on the rod at all times.
2 hands on the
this was
rod.
an
That's
action to pull.
that's how I live. That's how I live my life. 2 hands on the rod. 1K pulled out the pistol afterwards. Thank you for
And
the chuckle
then,
there, Nicholas.
I can. Oh, I can shoot twice with a pistol, huh?
Okay, yeah, shoot again. Fuck it. Go crazy.
Shoot 100 times. No, just kidding.
Ooh, all right, 18 that time for a 21.
That'll also hit. See if that
Hit more than a
1d6
one.
could be enough this time.
For a 6.
6 points of damage. That will absolutely be enough. This thing explodes.
Center eye.
Is dead.
Well done.
So they
That
had to
will
come to
be...
this. They were simple repair bots.
It is
after
your
all.
turn.
Is it my turn again?
All right. That leaves Isef, who has just come up with 2 HP. You are muted, I think.
Yep. Fixed it. Okay.
The Game Master just told me it was my turn.
He just told
Why?
me it was my turn.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Everyone stop lying. I'm gonna stand
I
up.
don't know why I would have done that. Okay, first action,
And
stand up from
then-
prone.
I'm going to aim
Ooh,
and
okay.
fire at
Okay, what
the
is the-
last one.
What does the aim ability do?
So let me read it to you. It
I
says, you
think-
take careful aim at a single creature that you are aware of, designating them as your mark. Until the end of your turn, your ranged strike against your mark using the required ranged weapon, deal an additional 1d4 precision damage.
Okay.
And reduce the circumstance bonus to AC your mark gets from cover.
Okay, cool. So gonna aim, and did you click use on aim too?
I can.
I don't know what it'll do.
I did.
Okay, now it says in the chat, apply
It should just
effect.
increase the next
Yeah,
damage roll, I would think. I got a 25.
that definitely is a hit. It is not quite a crit though. For 4 points of damage. And that is
And
gonna
then
be
I
enough.
guess an additional,
Nope, dead. Doesn't
it would
matter.
be an additional 1d4 also, but yeah, it doesn't
You
matter.
blow that one up as well. The magic missile basically took half the health off of everything. Force barrage. You guys were able to clean it up.
Okay.
Excellent
Number
work.
1. Oxygen.
Number 1. But mistake.
Yakuza boss die.
All right, good shit. So yeah, you guys were able to destroy these drones that were coming here. It looks like they were maybe like some sort of repair drone, like that maybe the planet had used, and they were mistargeting you, thinking that you were trying to do damage to the planet instead of fix it.
Oh, yes, right. A mistake.
Steak. Exactly. Cool. All right. So yeah, you guys are able to defeat these guys, and then you continue on, head to the nearby, like you guys get to that Magic Tech Tower, and you're able to uh like get into it based off the knowledge you already had and the knowledge of the PCs that are working here, and you're able to basically emit a signal that temporarily stabilizes the collapsing energy field around the planet. And so instead of falling in like great shards to the surface, the energy field slowly like starts to dissipate in the atmosphere, and then everything starts to reappear around you. And that's it.
Whoa.
You save the day. It's the end of
That's
the
it?
adventure.
No roll?
Yeah, you do it. You save the planet.
We did it, chat.
The day is saved.
Oh my god.
The day is
Yeah,
saved.
that'll do it.
That is adventure 1. Let me real quickly, if you're watching this as a video, you can stop watching if you don't want to be spoiled. I was going to scroll through the sheet here, the PDF real quick. Show some of the stuff with the back end in case there's anyone out there that's curious about it. But yeah, it's only 16 pages here. It's broken it down. It's got some really cool character art in there. But it's really just 2 or 3 mini games, couple combats, just to get an idea of how Starfinder 2E feels. I think Dylan said it best. I'm a wizard with a gun. That's kind of the essence of the story. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Let me read. There's a little bit I can read here at the end too. That touches on a little bit of maybe this story having an impact on the greater universe. It says, with the planet once again in relative safety, the Waydenites, which are the people here, begin the process of actually, excuse me, the Waydenites are the ones from the church that we're working for. Duh. Waydenites begin the process of establishing peaceful relations with the Alethi Alliance. And when the alliance is eager to reestablish itself in the modern era. Multiple Alethi Alliance factions are still convinced that war against the Civ Dominion is imminent. Some believe the Alliance should test the quantum technology further to see what other uses it might have, or perhaps vanish for several thousand more years to remain safe from invasion. The future of the Alliance remains uncertain.
Hmm.
But yeah, so that is that adventure. The next one on the list of things to do is an adventure called It Came from the Vast. But then there's also Wheel of Monsters and Rescue at Shimmerstone Mine. But also, for longer adventures, there's Empires Devoured and Cosmic Birthday, which are all supposed to be pretty fun. But
A longer adventure.
yeah, there you go. Well, I didn't even make it an hour and a half. You guys kicked butt. I told you there wasn't a lot left, but I think last time we played, we were almost to 11 o'clock, so I knew I had to cut it short. But
Yeah,
I think
that's
that is gonna do it for tonight. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching the stream, Soda. If anyone's still there, appreciate it. Nicholas, thanks for hopping in all the way out of
Bye,
town.
Soda.
Appreciate it.
Soda.